live. What's going on, everyone? Thank you all so much for tuning in this time. Everybody that's here, I greatly appreciate it. Anybody watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I had to do a live stream. I was kind of contemplating because I'm still getting over my little flu bug or whatever. I'm sure most of you have heard it in the video, so probably not going to go too long. Probably going to be a quick stream, but I had to do a live stream. I mean, Lakers pulled out that win. I mean, Lakers did everything they could to give that game away. I mean, they were in control pretty heavily a good majority of that game. And then, Toronto just kept hitting shots. But like I said, Toronto's a really good basketball team. You're on the road, right? You were able to weather their punches. You were able to weather, their game and stuff. But, at the end of the day, right? Like, I don't care, right? Whether you win by 1 or you win by 100, right? Like, I don't care. Just win the game. That's all I care about at the end of the day. And the Lakers got it done. Lakers ended up winning that game. A lot happened in this game, right? One, I guess let's talk about the big one, right? LeBron James, right? I've defended it recently in the last few games because LeBron is just getting back from injury, right? He's trying to play the passive role, which I'm fine with. This was a game that I thought it would have been really good for him to kind of, be more dominant. I mean, he took 17 shots, so he was trying. He just doesn't have his lift, right? Like, again, it wasn't like he had a bad game, of course, by like LeBron standards, but like there was just, I don't know, there was moments at the end of the game. I know he made the right play. He made the right pass to win the game to Rui Hachimura, which we'll talk about that in a moment. But like, he looked like checked out. I don't know. Like, I can't be the only one that thought that. And again, I'm a big LeBron guy. I've talked about, I think LeBron is the greatest player to ever play the game. He just doesn't seem to have that fire. I don't know. Like, I can't be the only one that feels that way. It was just odd, right? And look, I know he lost, he gave up the 10-game or 10-point streak, which, I mean, that was probably going to end eventually regardless, especially this year, stuff like that. I didn't really think I thought he was going to try to, like, especially when there was like 5 minutes left and he checked back in. I was like, all right, he's going to be aggressive, kind of put his head down, get to the basket. I'm not going to lie. I thought he might, to his credit, I was worried that he was going to start shot chucking to try to get it. And he did it, right? And here's the thing, like I've talked about, and I even talked about it in the breakdown video over on AS the Lakers show, right? Like, I don't mind, like, I don't care. Like, if LeBron has 12 points, I don't care. A lot of people will be like, oh, he's a bum. It's a bad game. No, it depends on the context, right? Like, if, Rui Hachimura's going off and he's dropping 30 and Austin Reaves is killing and all this stuff, and you don't need LeBron to go get 40, then, why would you force the issue is my point, right? Like, I've even defended Anthony Davis in the past on those things, right? Where, you'd have games where Anthony Davis would have whatever, 12 points and everyone would be like, oh, Anthony Davis was terrible. And it's like, no, he wasn't. Like, he didn't need to score 30, right? So like, I don't mind LeBron going and giving you 12 or whatever. And then on the night where we really need him, we need him. But like, he just doesn't look like it's not even like, obviously he doesn't have the lift. He needs to get his legs under him. That's fine. But he doesn't look like invested. You know what I mean? Like he looks like almost like he's checked out. Right. And I don't think it's like, I don't think he's like cooked, right? Like, I don't think he's like, that's it. He's done. Right. Like, I don't know if he's playing the third option now. So he's kind of, playing it out. I don't know if there's something going on behind the scenes. I don't know. Again, I can't be the only one that thinks he doesn't look like, again, I'm not talking about the basketball. I'm talking about like actually like motivated to play, right? Like at the end of the game, he's going to you have an advantage play. Austin Reaves is going and you're walking to the bench, sitting on the bench. The other night, he's sitting there and giggling at the sideline and JJ's trying to call him over. And I even wrote that off as a nothing burger. Like, I keep trying to defend LeBron, but at some point you kind of stack up these moments and it's like, I can't, like, at some point there's something going on. right? Like, I don't know what it is, right? I wish I did, but I don't. But anyway, I don't want to make this like a LeBron hit piece. Again, it's just a 6 game played. We'll see. It's just something concerning. It's something that I want to kind of keep an eye on. But on a positive note, because we won the game, right? LeBron, I mean, look, he made the right play. He easily could have taken that shot. And look, maybe he makes it. Easily could have taken that shot to try to go and win the game. He made the right play. And it cost him his streak, but he made the right play. That is huge, right? So bravo to him. Seriously, like that was a great play. Rui Hachimura hit the shot, right? You got to give Rui, tip your cap to Rui, give Rui his flowers. He had 12 points. I mean, that was only his second 3. He was 2 of 3. So he was 1 of 2 before that. Hit a huge shot, pressure, game on the line. The way that game was going, you did not want to go in. You did not want to, run the risk of going into overtime or anything like that. Like you needed to win that game there, and get it. Just it was rough. It was a rough game from LeBron, but Rui came up big. LeBron, like I said, made the right play. JJ, to his credit, right? He played a lot of guys this game, and I loved it. And they performed. I mean, Nick Smith Jr., 4-7 from the field. He had a great defensive play, 12 points, right? The guy had a couple assists, had a couple steals, right? I mean, I'm telling you, I was high when we got Nick Smith Jr. I said, I really think he looks like a Lou Williams type. Like the way he plays, the way he moves, like I think he's our Malik Monk, Lou Williams type, right? But Adu Thero, right? I mean, he got 10 minutes and was great in those 10 minutes. Got an and one on a great move. Made his free throw. He made 2 out of 3 free throws, but made that free throw. Got a great steal in transition, and then had a couple just nice moments in that game. Dalton Connect played. He only played 3 minutes, but he finally hit a 3, which was nice to see. Right, like we played what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys. Right. So again, but that's fine. Like go deeper. Right? Like we didn't see Max Kleber play coach's decision. Great. Right? Like again, I made a video about it earlier, or I guess it was last night, right? Where I said, unleash the athleticism. Let these young guys just go. Nick Smith Jr., dude, they're just running up and down the court. They don't care. They're not worried about, being tired or nothing. They're sprinting. They're, those are the kind of things I want to continue to see. So this was a great game, a great win. If I'm not mistaken, Lakers play tomorrow against the Celtics, right? Don't they have a back-to-back against the Celtics tomorrow? But yeah, anyway, let's get into, because like I said, I don't know. I'm going to try to, I don't want to kill my voice again. It's just starting to get back. It's still not fully there. I have to kind of project. So I don't want to go too long. Try to go, probably at least 30 minutes of talking. So anyway, usually I kind of break down the game a little more, but I just want to get into the comments. I see a bunch of super chats already trickling in, a bunch of comments. I want to try to get through as much as I can before, because like I said, I don't want my voice is just getting right. But real quick, hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button for me. I'm going to make a video about LeBron. I'll probably post that first thing in the morning. That'll probably be my first video, because I really do. There's a lot I want to dive into and a lot that I want to talk about, because it's weird. But anyway, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into it. Cypher, hit me. Coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. In games like this with Smart out, proves that not playing Vando is inexcusable. His defense and rebounding was desperately needed. I would have played Jared Vanderbilt. I would have loved to see a stretch of Vando and Jared Vanderbilt, or not. Adu Thero and Jared Vanderbilt. Again, let you run the athleticism, right? Just let him go. Put LeBron out there, bunch of ball action. Have Rui out there. Go because the beauty of LeBron is you can go with a bunch of 6'8" guys, right? I would love to see a unit out there of LeBron, Thero, Vando, Rui, and Ayton, right? Have Rui for the tuck, the corner tuck. Have Ayton for the pick and roll, and then the little pick and pop, and then Vando and Adu Thero just kind of sprinting, making the hustle plays, getting you second chance opportunities, especially if LeBron starts to get his legs under him, right? Again, throw out different units, try experiments and stuff. I did like the rotation though this game. I talked about it, criticized kind of the rotation the last few games. credit where credit is due. I did think that it was nice to see them actually play a couple other guys, right? Like that was great to see. But appreciate you, Cypher. Samurai Jack coming out $2 from chat. Thank you so much. Is this the point we start to be concerned about Bron? You might be right. Again, I mentioned it earlier. It's not even that he doesn't have his lift. I talked about it when he came, right? When he got back from injury. Like, it's probably going to take him a couple games. We saw it last year. He missed whatever it was, a month. I think he missed like 10 games or whatever. But the thing is, like, he played before that. He played like 40 games or whatever it was before that. Ended up missing that little block, came back, and it took like 5 or 6 games for him to start to get back to himself. So I even said, like, let's give it, 7 to 10 games before we really start to overanalyze LeBron. But it's not even that. He just looks checked out. Like, my concern is there's moments where it's like he doesn't even care, right? Like, it just, especially at the end of the game, you're trying to win that game, and he's just kind of like there. That game did not look good for him, like, at all. And it's not even that he didn't get the I don't care. Lakers won the game, right? Like, bad shooting nights happen, took 17 shots, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, the way he looked. He just, I don't know if it was in it. Maybe it is an energy thing. Maybe it is just, just doesn't have it anymore. But, like, he doesn't look invested, right? He looks like he could care less. Like, he's just kind of there to be there. If that's the case, I hate to say it, you got to trade him. You have to, because we're trying to win a championship this year. If he wants to go to the Warriors somewhere, send him. Where do you want to go? Right? Maybe you can get the assets to go get Giannis, and then Giannis can slot in at your 4. Right? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably gonna have 2 videos tomorrow about LeBron, breakdown of LeBron, and then I wanted to talk about it anyway. But anyway, stay tuned for that. But I appreciate you, Samurai Jack. Cosman coming out $2 for chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, buddy. Yes, sir, Tyler. That's how we do it. Bron streak over. Yeah, the streak is, like I said, the streak. That sucks. Like, it's crazy. I mean, the fact that he even had that long of a streak, that crazy of a streak, is insane as is, right? So, like, it's one of those things that felt like eventually he was, if he just keeps playing, eventually he was not going to get it. You have a night where whatever, there's so many things that could happen. The fact that he got that streak is crazy, but you got to give him credit, right? As much as I've been criticizing him this stream, he made the right play. He easily could have gotten that, he could have taken that shot or, took a little floater or something like that. I mean, he had one guy there. He could have just kind of sidestepped and tried to finish it and win it, but he kicked it out to Rui, and Rui was able to knock it down. So, you got to credit LeBron, because he could have selfishly tried to go and get that. And, look, maybe he wins us the game and it's like, oh, there you go. But it's also very possible that he misses that and we go in over to, and it costs us the, like, there's a lot of things that could have happened in that regard. But, again, it is, I'm glad we got the win. Like I said, I don't care whether you win by 1, you win by 10, just win the game. Like, you don't have Luka, you're coming off of a loss. Like I say, how do you respond after losses? Losses happen. How do you respond after a loss? Lakers responded with a dub. You'll love to see it. So appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chats. All right, let's get into some of the regular chat. Tell some more super chats trickle in. My streak is gone. I feel it. Sorry. Sorry for having 2 consecutive bad games. Like I said, I don't like, again, he's just getting back. My problem isn't the bad games, right? Like, bad games happen, bad shooting nights happen, all that stuff. He's just getting back. I'm not worried about the poor shooting. I'm worried about the way he looks out there, right? Like, he's like in it. It's almost like he's in his own little world. That's where my issue lies. It's like he doesn't care. Like, he doesn't want to be there. Like, it's almost like he has better things to do. It's weird. Didn't watch, but something is up with LeBron. I don't care. Yeah, his burst is gone. I don't think it's his burst, because he still gets to the rim when he wants to. Like, he's still, like, you see the moments where you're like, there he is, right? Like, but it's almost like he's checked out, right? Like, it's really odd. It is. It's really odd. Like I said, I'm going to have to break this down further. That'll probably be my first video in the morning. I'm getting old for real. A dude there once again showing up. Dude is huge. It's rare to see people with that level of strength speed. Dude is unbelievable, man. The kid is so, that kid, if he works and he gets that offensive, because he already has that, like, step, get to the basket, handle the ball. He's a lot more, he looks, granted, we have a small sample size, but he looks a lot more comfortable handling the basketball than say like a Jared Vanderbilt. Like one of Jared Vanderbilt's issues gets turnover prone because he can't really handle the basketball. Dude, he played point guard and stuff like that coming up. His shot, he was known more as a shooter coming up. And then he had that growth spurt and it kind of changed everything. Rui game winner, baby. I was so freaking hyped when he hit that. What a game. Yeah, facts. This was a beautiful game. Great hit. Man, that could have gotten ugly. That would have been a rough loss. The Lakers lost again. That would have been a bad loss. No, as it stands, it's 10 points. I'm sad and also happy at the same time. Yeah, I mean, look, it's cool seeing him kind of continue that streak. I would have loved to see him kind of continue that and carry that. But, I mean, all good things come to an end at some point. And like I said, he could have been selfish. You got to credit LeBron. He could have been selfish, tried to take that shot, but instead he went and did his own thing. Herb Jones, amazing defender, but is he good enough to guard the Shays of the league? I mean, you're never going to stop those guys, right? You're never going to stop an SGA. You're never going to stop guys like that. But again, it gives you the size, the length, and the athleticism to at least pressure those guys. That's what you're looking for. Right. Like, that's why I've said, I want a guy like him. And then can you get a Keon Ellis, right? So you can kind of have those versatile defenders that can switch. So if he gets switched on, he can handle it. Right. Like, I mean, SGA, it also depends on what kind of whistle he's got. I mean, he's one of those guys that just can't really guard him. You're just trying to slow him. You're trying to make him work. Oh my God, it took years off my life. I feel that. I forgive Rui for getting cooked by Brandon Ingram all night. Yeah. Hey, he came up when it mattered, right? Hit the big shot. Because it's true what they say, nothing good lasts forever. Unfortunately, it is. It's unfortunate. But like I said, I don't want to be too critical. Like I said, it's 6 games back. It's just coming back. Like, he's trying to get conditioned in the same time because he didn't get to play previously, right? And all the work he did in the offseason and everything like that, he wasn't able to sustain that because of the injury. But, it's just like I said, at what point do we have to start to have a real conversation? Watch some clips, but the NBA is greedy. Couldn't watch it. I feel that. I'm pretty sad and over. LeBron streak is over. Yes. Likewise. It's over. LeBron streak. Toronto is still LeBron. So yeah. What's funny? I was thinking, I almost named the stream that, but then I was like, I'm probably going to talk about how bad LeBron looked today. So I was like, I probably shouldn't call it that. But I thought about calling it LeBronto. Reaves was absolutely dominant tonight. What a game he had. I'm sad about Bron's 10-point game streak, but he made the right plays, dished it to the open guy, and rewarded for it. Yeah, I mean, look, he could have easily been selfish, tried to go get that 10th point to keep his streak alive, but instead he went and made the correct play, made the correct read. Again, you gotta applaud him for that. Who's a better defender, Herb Jones or Amin Thompson? I mean, he's just more twitchier. He's longer. Like, Amin Thompson is a very unique player and individual. Like, he's a very rare player and individual. Rui, bro, what a shot. Yes, without a doubt. Oh, got it on the super chat here. Danny, coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Tyler. Hi, Tyler. Do you think JJ would put Bron on the bench if he continues to play like that and looking kind of checked out? If I'm being honest, no. I think they trade LeBron before they bench him, if I'm being honest, having him come off the bench. Look, I've talked about this before, right? The fact that LeBron is not going to get he's not going to play 65 games. So he's not going to be able to get all of the accolades and stuff. I even talked about that might be in our benefit as the Lakers, because he's not going to have the incentive to, kind of get his stats, right? Like, where if LeBron's probably looking at it going into the season of like, dude, I can still go get 25, 8, and 8. All right, that's why I'm here, type thing. But because he's not able to get the all NBA and, MVP votings and all that stuff, it's going to be like, it makes it easier for him to go, you know what? I'm just going to play within the schemes. I'm just going to play within the game, right? And not worry so much about things. So I do think that that's a benefit. And I'm sure part of that, you got to understand, there's an adjustment period, and he's trying to get his legs under him. It's why I've been so defensive of LeBron. I'm worried about the checking out. But if it continues, right, I think either LeBron has, excuse me, sorry, I'm still getting over my cold. I think either LeBron asks for a trade, or I think the Lakers, if the Lakers come to that point where it's like, dude, we're going to have to bench him. I think they'll end up telling him like, hey, where do you want to go type thing. Personally, I think he ends up getting traded before he gets benched. Personally, I just don't think like it's really hard to do that to LeBron, right? LeBron's willing to buy in, but there's a point, you know what I mean? And you don't want things to start getting ugly is the point. So I think, you either have that respectful conversation, like, hey, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go type thing? We have so many young guys. I need to play more like Nick Smith Jr. and a dude there. Yes, absolutely. Like, I get it's hard to find minutes from every single night when everyone's fully healthy, because it's like you're not playing Nick Smith Jr. over like, Marcus Smart and guys like that. And then, like even guys like Gabe Vincent and Max Kleber, stuff like you want to showcase to an extent because you want to get some, like you're hoping to get some trade value, like a team that's like, ooh, Gabe Vincent would be really good in our rotation as just like a vet guy, or a team like Houston's like, man, we really need we need like an initiator and a point guard, right? Like you need something along those lines. So it's hard, but you got to find spots and minutes and games for these guys. I had a trade idea, but now I don't want to trade Reaves. I mean, look, Reaves keeps playing to this level. It's hard to, again, like you don't give Reaves away. You don't give Reaves away. Like no one's untradeable. There's like 3 guys in the league that are truly untradeable, right? Like, but it makes it, he's making it tough to that list of players that you would trade him for is getting smaller and smaller by the moment. AR plays with a lot of confidence. He needs his own team. Yeah. There is a big part of me, like, obviously, look, if he can keep playing like this into the playoffs, stuff like that, right, I'd love to win with AR. But there is a big part of me that wants to see, like, what does he look like on his own team? Right? Like, whatever, the Brooklyn Nets. Like, what does he look like if Brooklyn builds a team around Austin Reaves and he's like the guy? Right? Like, is he able to do this? Like, is he able to keep, like, is he able to stay in this year after year after year? It's one thing to do it for like a year or whatever stretch or whatever, but like, is this something where it's like, no, he really is that 28, 8-8 guy, right? Like, or is this just kind of like a crazy year for him? It'd be interesting. Please trade Vando and get Giannis by some miracle more realistic Herb Jones. Herb Jones might not even be that very realistic. Like I've talked about that a lot. Like there's a lot of competition for Herb Jones. Like the Warriors want him too. Like problem is, like I talked about it in a video, right? Unless you're including a Adu Thero, it's really hard to beat other teams, right? Like the Warriors, for example, if they're going to go and just do a full rebuild, well, here's Jonathan Kuminga and a first and give us Herb Jones, right? Like Lakers can't beat that. Right? Like they're not going to be like, oh, you know what? Instead of taking the young guy that has star potential that we could pair out on the wing and maybe get an even better upgrade over Herb Jones long term, because he's like 22, 23. Like, so, it's just, and we get an asset in the process because the Warriors are desperate. It's tough. Like, that's why I've said, like, I think you either go with a bunch of second tier guys or you go after somebody like a Miles Bridges or somebody like that, as baggage and stuff. Like some teams will stay away. 16-5. Beautiful. Yeah, Reaves is him. If LeBron was 20, if LeBron was 35, Lakers probably the best team in basketball. I miss my athleticism. Scored 21 points in the third quarter. Yeah, it was the highest scoring quarter of his career. What's going on? How are you? Appreciate you. Oh, got another super chat. Whoops. Why not? There we go. Warren, coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Do you think LeBron doesn't want to score as much because of Reaves taking his role now? I definitely think that there's a part of, like, look, and this is where I've like defended LeBron, right? LeBron's came back and a lot of people have been like, oh, like LeBron's washed. Like we all were talking about in the offseason and like before he came back, like don't come in and just take over. right? Play within the schemes, play within the offense. And he's done that, to his credit. He's done a really good job of not dominating the basketball, all that stuff, right? Let Luka and Austin Reaves be Luka and Austin Reaves. He's going to go trickle in, or the idea was he'd go trickle in, his 20 to 22, whatever. He'd still be probably a 23, 8-8 guy. Like there's been a couple games we've seen where LeBron's gotten his moments. He's gotten his minutes. He's gotten his shine. He went and dropped 25 and stuff like that, right? Like I definitely think that there is a element of it that LeBron is like, hey, let Reaves be Reaves. Hey, we got to keep in mind, LeBron's in year 23, age 41. Like, we can't ask him to handle the workload game in and game out, night in and night out. So again, like, I'm sure there is a big part of it that's like, hey, just let LeBron be, or let Reaves be Reaves, let Luka be Luka. I'll trickle it and figure it in. He said that himself, literally. And I just think from there, I think there's a combination of him, like, he's just getting back, right? Like, he did all the work, he did all his training and everything in the offseason, and then got the sciatica issue, and then all of that basically got washed. Everything he did in the offseason, forget about it, because you're going to sit the next month and a half, 2 months, and now he has to condition himself all over again, right? So get to the point where he's conditioned himself all over again, and then get into the season, and it's like he's played 6 games, right? So I think it's a combination of things. Like I said earlier, my concern is not that he's struggling a bit, right? He doesn't quite seem to have the lift and stuff. I think that'll come over time. My concern is the way he looks just checked out. Like, he doesn't look invested, and that's the problem. Like, we've had times where LeBron's just struggling and having an off night, right? Like, it happens. Like, again, last year, LeBron came back. It took him like 5 games to kind of get back in the swing of things from injury. So, but he never looked checked. Like, you knew, like, LeBron looked, he was hungry, he was motivated. You could tell he just didn't have his lift. He needs a couple games to get that back. Like this, it's that. And then also he looks like he could care less. And that's what really concerns me, right? Is that he feels like he care less. But appreciate you. Bucks are going to want Reaves now. I mean, if the reports are true that, and the Knicks don't want him, the problem is, does Austin Reaves want to go to the Bucks? Right? Like, look, if Milwaukee calls tomorrow and is like, whatever, Reaves, Rui, and Gabe Vincent, whatever salary fill, like Reaves, Rui, Gabe Vincent, and Jared Vanderbilt, like those 4, and your first, your second, and your 4 pick swaps for Giannis. You do that all day. You do. Whether you want it to happen, whether I want it to happen, if you're the Lakers and you're Rob Pelinka, you have to do that. In a year, you got Luka and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like, you do that all day, right? So it's not a do you or do you not do that. The question becomes is, does Reaves want to go? Because I've seen people be like, who cares what Reaves want? Milwaukee does. Right? Milwaukee is not going to trade for Austin Reaves, and then in the offseason, he's just going to bail and leave. And then they're stuck holding the bag. And now they lost Giannis for nothing, because the real prize would be Austin Reaves, right? The real prize would be like, hey, if Austin Reaves plays like he does against the Lakers, then we have like an all-star potential MVP type guy again. You're talking about a guy that could be a 28, 8-8 guy. Like, dude, we got that. Right? We got like a Luka version type that we can build around. And you got to remember, the Milwaukee Bucks cannot tank. They can't tank. They have to stay afloat because they don't own any other picks. They're all like swaps or conveyed to other teams. So like Austin Reaves makes a lot of sense, right? Problem is 2 things. 1, right? Again, does Austin Reaves want to go to Milwaukee? And 2, what do you do with LeBron? Right? I even said this in the original Giannis video. Are you moving LeBron to the 3? Because Giannis is going to be your 4. Like, Ayton's been so good. Like, you don't want to get rid of him. Like, you want to add, like, you want Giannis to slot in and see what Giannis and Ayton look like. This LeBron that we're watching right now, there is 0 shot he plays at the 3. 0 shot. So a lot of things the Lakers are going to have to figure out, if that's even really an option. But insane game, yes. Agreed. Yes. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, if you haven't yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. All right, I'm gonna do like, I don't know, a handful more. Because like I said, I'm just getting better. I don't want my voice to get shot. So like I said, I wanted to go about 30 minutes. Obviously, if super chats come in, those are priority. But outside of that, I'm just gonna kind of go in order. Everybody that I don't get to, I'm really sorry. I know I usually try to get through the chat, or if I can't get through it, at least most of it, but I'm just getting better. I'm not even like fully there. Like I have to like really project. Like I don't know if you can still hear it in my voice, but it's not there yet. And I talk for a living, so that sucks. Like when the voice goes, it's like he all broke, but props to him for the right play. He's playing the Draymond Green role. Yeah, like again, I don't mind it. Like I think his shot will come around. I think his offense will come around. I'm not really worried about it. It's just, again, it's the way he looks. Like it's just really odd. Yeah, again, shout out. You got to credit where credit is due. Nick Smith Jr. and Adu need to play. Need to be playing. They came up huge tonight. Yeah, both guys were huge. Both guys made some real plays. Delivered in some big ways. LeBron about done. Didn't have that many points. I'm not, like I said, bad shooting nights happen. I'm not really worried about the poor offense. I'm worried about the way he looks. Like he just doesn't care. Hey, did you see the report today? Luka and the Lakers inquired about Giannis deal. It's happening. Tyler speaking it into existence. Magic and Kareem 2.0. Yes, I did see about that. I did want to make a video about that. The only reason I didn't make a video about that is because the Laker game was so early. And anytime, it doesn't matter what type of video I do. Any video, if I post it like too close to the Laker game, it always does terrible. So that's why I usually like, you'll see me like 4 hours before the Laker game. I usually won't post anything. Where have we seen this before? Oh yeah, Dodgers winning against Toronto and like also beat Toronto. Yes, got it back to back. You love it. Austin, you were my number one watch channel this year. Somehow watched 710 videos. Well, thank you. I post a lot of videos. Like 710 videos is like a month worth of posting. But no, seriously, in all seriousness, I really do appreciate that. That is awesome. Yeah, I've gotten tagged on a couple things on like X and people have talked, reached out to me on YouTube. It's awesome. Like it's great. Like I say it all the time. It's crazy people even want to watch me. Like crazy. I even have 5 people that want to watch me, let alone like people like I'm one of their favorite channels. Like it's crazy. Like I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed. Thank you, Austin. Seriously. And everyone, there's other people that are like, yeah, me too. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. I've had people that were like, dude, you're in my top 5. You're in my top 10. Dude, if I'm in your top 1,000, I'm thankful. Like the fact that like I have people that, like you said, I'm your number one watch. Like seriously, thank you. Seriously, it really is. It's very humbling that people want to actually watch me. Seriously. But thank you. Let's do a couple more. And I'm getting out of here. LeBron ended his streak with winning pass. Doesn't get any better than that. Exactly. 100%. Mike made the right play. He made the right read. It sucks. Obviously, it would have been nice for him to get that 10, but he made the right play. And that's the thing he's done his entire career. Love him or hate him, whether you think he has a killer instinct or not, he always makes the right read and the right play. And it cost him, it's the Thanos meme. What did it cost you? Everything, right? Like, that's kind of where we're at. Casual still saying Austin for Giannis. You really call it? Oh my God. I will say though, JR, you are very consistent in your overvaluing of Austin Reaves. Look, I like Austin Reaves. Austin Reaves is ridiculous, but like there's levels to this. There's like 2 guys in the league you can argue are better than Giannis. And Austin Reaves isn't one of them. It's hard because 2 years ago I'm trading Reaves for Giannis, but now I don't know. You still trade Reaves for, like, if you can genuinely get Giannis for Austin Reaves. Again, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo can go get you 28, 8 and 8, and also be the best defender on the court, right? Like, you want to talk about the closest thing to like Anthony Davis? Giannis is that, but better. Like, again, there's like 2 guys in the league that you can make an argument for are better than him, and that's like Jokic and like SGA. Like, again, it's just. Yeah, like it's not even a thought, right? Like if tomorrow, if you could, right, obviously you can't. But if you could, if tomorrow Milwaukee was like, hey, Giannis for Austin Reaves swap, Rob Pelinka should be tarred and feathered for not doing that. Right? Like, it's just like, again, you do that all day, right? Like, if you're the Lakers, you'd be foolish not to do that. Like, again, even if it doesn't work out, let's say it's a total disaster, right? And Lakers, it's Russell Westbrook 2.0 all over again. You still made the right move, right? Like, every team would do that over and over again, right? Like, people try to make the argument like, ooh, should we, did the Lakers make the right move, Anthony Davis for, Luka Doncic? And then you watched a couple games and everyone was like, yeah, right? Like, that's exactly what would happen with Giannis. You would watch Giannis, and after like 2 games, everyone would be like, all right. Like, again, I like Austin Reaves. Guy's been ridiculous, but again, like there's levels to this. They another super chat. Oh, I did. All right, perfect. I'll end it here on this last super chat because I feel my voice going. I'm concerned for Giannis because his calf always hurts. Hey, Luka had that same problem. Just saying, Luka had the calf injury and we traded for him. I don't know. That calf injury was a little. Look, I'm not one to buy into that stuff. I usually am like, that's ridiculous. But it was a little odd the way that happened, the way that played out. But no, he does definitely. There are concerns for injuries and stuff. But here's something you got to keep in mind, right? When has Giannis ever had a true second star? Right? And I know people immediately are going to go Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard was not a second star at that point. Damian Lillard, look, he was not like, if we're not talking about prime Damian Lillard, we're talking end of the career Damian Lillard. Before that, Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton were great. They weren't second star. Like, they were like best as third options. That's why as soon as you got Drew Holiday, right, you basically like it solved everything because you had that point of attack guy. You got that. Now you got 2 guys that can kind of like, they're neither really your kind of third guy. It's just like Denver with Aaron Gordon. Like, Aaron Gordon isn't your second best player, but he's your third guy. Jamal Murray is probably your third guy. But you add those 2 together, that's enough to put you over the top because Jokic is so much better than everyone else. It's the same thing with Giannis. Giannis is so good. Drew Holiday and, Chris Middleton and, Brook Lopez and all that stuff. He's so great. He was able to put them over the top. But he's never really had that other guy. He's had to do so much. Right? Like, you're talking game after game after game. Like, the guy has to go and put up 35, 12, and 8 just for you to have a chance. Oh, yeah, by the way, he also has to be the best defender on the court, defend basically every position for you, be your rim protector and shot blocker. And he does, like, again, it's a lot of wear and tear. Now, imagine him on the Lakers with Luka Doncic. Think of how easy things would be. Think how, like, him and Luka in that 2-man game. Like, he just has to really buy into that. Right? I think there'll be a little bit of a learning curve, but on paper, Giannis and Luka are a match made in heaven. Giannis and Luka on paper could be the greatest duo ever, like, genuinely. But again, like we've seen, paper doesn't always translate, and it doesn't always translate to the level that you need to. I mean, you're talking about like the closest thing to like a prime Magic and Kareem, a prime Shaq. Or not Shaq. Well, yeah, I guess Shaq and even Shaq and Kobe type thing. Even LeBron and AD, right? Like, that's the one that I meant to say. Like, LeBron and AD type thing. Like, those duos of like that big little that just can dominate to a level that just fit seamlessly. That's what you're talking about. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna skate on out of here because I am just getting back, and last thing I need is my voice going away again. And I already feel like getting strained. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are beautiful. Everyone that hung out with me, seriously, thank you so very much. Everyone that gave me super chats, thank you. Helps me out a ton. Seriously. On your way out, real quick, hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. You guys are beautiful. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.